Hello everybody, Frankie Day here from Frankie Day Models. Alright, for this beautiful Friday, I have for you a selection of kits I obtained from a new hobby shop that I went to last week. And as mentioned on the video on the Battleship Maryland, I, what's so great about the hobby shop is he deals with estate, estate sales. Like a lot of people sell their kits off the stash. Same thing with Smitty's Hobby Shop did with Rusted. So I'm glad he does that. I thought Smitty's Hobby Shop was the only hobby shop in the world that did that. So he must have learned that from from Smitty's Hobby Shop. Anyway, it's a blessing that this hobby shop is open. I told him that himself personally. Bought a bunch of models. So this is my first trailer stash that I bought. Boy, I got a pile of models in here. I got probably over 100 kits in here. There's all over the place here. It's saturated with models. That's tuned all over the place. But that's why I like it, you know. That's why I like it. And that's what it's going to be for a while until I get my home. So I'm working on that very much. So hopefully by this summertime I'll be having me a new ship to go to. And it's right next to a goat farm. It has a bunch of goats. Goats don't bother me. I love goats. Actually, this is straight up, fellas, no joke. I mean, I think the first wild pet I ever had in my whole life was a goat one time. I can remember that fellow followed me home from school one time, and I was very little. I was only about maybe 3 years old, maybe 4 at the most. Not much more than 4. And as I was walking, I felt something behind me. I looked around, and there was this. At the time, I thought it was a dog. I didn't know any better, and it was all black. He stopped there, and he was so gentle to me, you know. And I petted him, and I picked him up, and I took him home. And my father, he was shipped out overseas, and at the time I was living in the Philippine Islands at the time. And my father, I think he was stationed actually in Sasebo, Japan, where we were living in the Philippines. And they came back to the Philippines. So we traveled all the world. My father was in the Navy too. The word Navy independence back in those days, in my generation, you were allowed to travel with your father because peacetime after war, you know. He wanted to be with his family all the time instead of being distant from everybody. So anyway, I got that goat, took him home. My mom said, "What do you got there?" So I got me a new dog. I'm gonna call him Blackie. My mom said, "Frank, that ain't no goat. I mean, that ain't no dog. That's a goat." I said, "Can I keep him?" She goes, "Yeah, keep him outside." So that was I like goats. So I told that guy who owned the place out there, I says, "I'll go somebody in bed." And he says, "If my grass gets too long, you can bring them over there. They can eat up the grass a while and go back to your place." He goes, "Yeah, that'll work out." You know, so I got something going there, fellas. So if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, I'll be headed that way real soon. Okay, without further ado, the subject of the day is abundance of kits that I got from Shultz's Hobby Shop. He's out there. His location is probably it's about the same distance as that of Smitty's Hobby Shop. Not very far. I mean, I'm not very far from each other. It takes about the same time for me to get there from here to Smitty, so it's relatively almost next door. So I went there and looked at the kits and everything, and he has a whole bunch of old Airfix kits. That's why I got that. Um, what kit was that I got? The first one I got from him. What the devil was it? I can't remember, fellas. What kit it was? I don't know. It'll come up somewhere. Anyway, the first one I got was the Repulse by Airfix, 1/600 scale. I like those 1/600 scale kits by Airfix. And as a matter of fact, I got a bunch of them over here. And I'm going to bring this camera down a little lower, and we'll discuss the model itself, and we'll go through one by one and bring back yours truly and discuss what we'll be doing next. All right, you'll bring it down a little bit. Just a little low here, not too much. All right. Let me put the stove inside here. All right, the first one I got was this. was the Airfix Repo, 1/600 scale HMS Repulse. This is truly a dandy of a kit. I think it's one of the biggest Airfix kits by Airfix has ever produced in 1/600 scale, alongside their Queen Elizabeth that they do. I've got that in my warehouse of storage. It was built already. It's not an old kit form. Gives you typical instructions. This is a brand new kit, guys. I mean, this is the only newest one that I bought there, and we got some goodies coming up. Like I say, typical Airfix instructions. It tells you the color layout. It's all dark sea gray with ocean gray, and looks like it's oak decks and dark blue, some kind of a blue deck blue they used. And the kit itself comes in baggies. I don't want to go through and make a big kit review of it, though. Just guys, just give you an idea. The size of this model, 1/600 scale, it's huge. It's big. I bet this thing's about 800 feet long in real life. It should be. Anyway, it comes all these baggage right here. It's a beautiful kit by Airfix. I'm glad I bought that. So I had to get that, so I got it. And I'll be making unbox a few of that when I get going on it, start building it. So far, I'm here and there everywhere, fellas. I've been building these Airfix kits and working on my Battleship Maryland and trying to get my Ark Royal all done by Airfix. Okay, that's kit number. Oh, I'm going to put these on the side over here. Okay, here's another Airfix kit. Now, these kits these are the used ones I'm bringing out. These are the ones that I got that are used, that I bought. This is the Prince Eugen. And believe you me, the price I paid for this thing is unbelievably cheap. $9. Maybe I had this thing for $9. I opened it up at home. It's all complete. I think what it is, he's dealing with the same thing that Russ did. He got a lot of old parts like me, and a lot of people who passed away, and somebody takes their kits and sell them to them, and they just keep the kits going. That's what I like about the hobby shop. He's like Smitty's hobby shop, and I love the business here. This kit's 1970 blue box, blue Airfix logo. That means this is 1972 to 75 relays. Anyway, it's old. Here's your construction instructions, typical early Airfix. Exploded views, all pictorial steps. I don't know how many steps this bad boy's got. It's 18 steps, maybe, perhaps more. I'm thinking about 18 steps. It's like to me from the picture. We'll find out how many steps this bad boy does. 18 steps. 18 steps to complete this thing. And it looks like whoever had it started to glue the hull together at the bow. I started to separate it. This part wasn't glued. But I don't want to go any further than this because I'm afraid it'll break it across here, so I'm going to leave it be. It don't bother me a bit. It'll help me out a lot bit so I can reline the hull and glue it again. This is Airfix 1/600 scale. This is the Prince Eugen. A very beautiful ship. And all the parts are contained inside this deck. You get no screws running loose in here. And here's the deck that goes to it. 1974. I was 1 year off. How about that? It's stenciled right there. You guys can read it out. 1974. Oh, ancient, just like me. I'm ancient. That's old stuff. It's pretty good stuff. That's kit number 2 that I got there. Kit number 3 is a 1/600 scale HMS Hamilton. That used to be the USS Buchanan. During the English Lend-Lease program, these things here, we're getting rid of them. We had no use of them. War was declared on Japan, where it's time to building better destroyers. This is an old World War I 4-piper destroyer. This is the Wilkes class 4-piper destroyer, 310 destroyer, 310 feet. We had a bunch of these we gave to the English, and they loved them. They're good ships. They really are. We had some in World War II that we still used. but actually they were converted to high-speed transports. This is 1/600 scale. This is very, very small. It's $7 that we have this thing for. It's complete. This is a little part. This is a sardine. It'll take a lot of detail to get this thing going. That's how small it is. Man, I never do anything with it. It's small, but there's a lot of detail to it. It's a good kit when it gets done. So I had to get it, so I bought it. I'm going to make a nice a model of it, nice dockside model of it. I'm finding out these little small scale ships are in 1/700 scale. They're very, very, they come out very, very well when they're done. You see the full fidelity of scale. Put that aside there. I got one more I got. This is the first haul that I bought. I got this thing pinned in back here. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I got another one too. I got one more back here. This is another 1974 or 70. Wait a second. This is 72. This is a Sulfuck. HMS Sulfuck 1/600 scale cruiser. A nice kit. I opened up, looked at it, parts 100% complete. It's been used about as is. Nothing's missing out of it. It's good size. It's a real nice model. These Airfix kits build up 1/600 scale build very nice when they get done. They're only one of its type in the whole world. These little construction kits are excellent. Airfix is wonderful. You know, they live forever. And I'm very happy and overjoyed that they're still in business. Okay, we'll put this on top of the camel then. We got another one over here. One more here. Oh, I got a lot of stuff jammed back here. I got that out of storage. Okay, I got it over here. So I got to put this stuff back how I got it. I'll get done. Okay, lastly, of the ships that I got. This is the Warspite 1/600 scale. This is a big boy. It's pretty good size. This thing's about 12 inches long. It's about a foot. Looks like a 1918 dreadnought. Maybe 1920s. I really don't know very much about the Warspite, but I know it's a cruiser. It's a nice kit. It's all baggy. It's got one part running loose in there. And I got to put that back in the bag. This is like it's part of the mast. I know dang well it is. I know that piece anywhere. Like an old well. Keep right there. It's all right then. Anyway, it's about a foot long. It's a nice model. I believe this thing was probably 1920s when the Warspite came out. I'm thinking very early. Alrighty, I'm going to put this back over here, fellas, and we'll go to the next batch I got here. Okay. Now, here's another one of oldies. Old Revell R3Y trade ones. This kit right here is probably a reboxing of a 1956 Revell model. This is the original Revell box scale R3Y trade ones. The box top of this is probably back in 1965 or 64 when they start using boxing like this. Evidently, I think this kit's been reboxed for the 50th anniversary, and this right here gave it away. But everything else is the artwork on this thing is pretty well authentic from the original. Yeah. The original one was molded in a real dark blue plastic. This here is almost on a blue plastic. real blue, almost like a Royal Navy blue. Yeah, this is 50 years of Revell. This thing's supposed to come with a revolving stand. The original kit did, but this here, as a reboxing offer, it don't exist in this kit here. And right here, in 1955 and 56, this kit cost 98 cents. Right there, you see a serial number with a dash with 98 right there. That's how much it was. Back in those days, the price of these things were marked on the box. No sticker on there by going by store sales or what it goes by. Okay, put this over here. Here's another one. This is a 3D Sky Warrior. Sealed. Sealed. I paid $60 for this. This thing is pretty much original. I'll say 1960 or 61. This kit is. Got another one coming up. Here's one that I've always wanted to get. Never got a chance to build it because I never bought it. This is the P6m Seammaster. This is one of the last of Martin's flying boats that he built. This aircraft was actually short-lived. Martin only made about 7 such examples of these things. And it was actually with a nuclear bomber. They load the bomb bay up in the middle between the 2 engines here. There's a door. They lay the bomb in there. And they close the hatch here. Underneath the hull, it rotates like that where the bomb bay is open and drops the bomb on there. These were very good airplanes at the time, but with the event of the flying boat were actually becoming obsolete, they came and become victim of its time. Just like the Avro S-45 Princess. This was supposed to be the jet flying boat. But Glenn Martin actually had no idea that the war would come to an end that quick. And a lot of things, he had no idea that flying boats would actually be obsolete before its time, and they were. Superseded by piston-powered aircraft, jet aircraft, that can fly great distances with destinations that have airports that can be able to land them. This is a nice kit. I opened it up. It's molded in the same color as the original one was. It's dark blue plastic. This is the color the trade window was supposed to be marked down. I think that color down in plastic. This too has oh, beautiful. Oh, I love this. These things are worth their weight in gold, guys. It is old stands. Man, you can take it and pivot around. These were tops for the day. Man, they were tops. Again, you can buy this for 98 cents. Lastly, what I got there from Shultz Hobby Shop. Put this stuff back so I have some room here. Okay, this is DC-7C, the extended version of the DC-7. This is in the livery of the Swiss Air. The only difference between this and the mainliner is the windows they put forward up here. And I think they extended the fuselage a little bit, not much. This kit here is probably a reboxing of the 90s under the 50-year anniversary of Revell. Again, it comes in a baggie. F2 has the stand. There's a ring right there. You tighten up on his decals here. They're very old. Swiss Air decals. This is box scale. This is probably a little bigger than the 1/144 scale. Might be pretty close to it in a way. And it has that pilot where you stick his hand out when he's waving at you as you're going by. So this is a pretty well classic plane. These are the kind of kits I was raised on, fellas, where progress came around the corner and a lot of them and better stuff came along. But these things are still a good stuff. You know, I love these old monogram kits there. These old Revell kits. I was pretty much raised on these things, like a lot of us were. And I'm very saddened to find that Revell is out of business now. And but they still live forever because you have eBay. They got kit vendors at model shows. You can get them on auctions. Old kit manufacturers, you can find them. They're around. They're around. You got a lot of people sleeping on those old models. A lot of people sleeping on it. Okay. I can't think of anything else. What's on the agenda right now? I'm going to start finishing up my Battleship Maryland over here. And I'm going to get my Ark Royal done. I got to get that Emily going so I get the final reveal in for the Recon group build. I saw Rod's video yesterday. I think it's about the 14th of this month. It's done. So I'll have it done way before that. I think today's the 8th. So I got time. We all got time to participate in the group build. Okay, it's been a lot of thank you, fellas. Let me see if I left anything out. There's almost certainly think there's something else that I have. I need to show you. And I just can't think of it. My mind's a blank. Okay, conclusion of the new trailer stash pile. Well, I got it at Shultz's Hobby Shop. Anybody heading a Dayton area out there, he's located right off of Dorothy Lane. On Woodman, between the corner of Woodman and Dorothy Lane. There's a little like a Pentagon-shaped shopping center in there. He's right in there, like a little nookie right now, like a breakfast nook in there. So he deals with old stuff like I just showed you. He goes, "You like that stuff, Frank?" I said, "Oh, you know I do." I said, "You know it." Well, I got more coming. I gave him both thumbs up, and so he said, "A lot of you guys are coming to me. I'm getting more business now." I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "Svetty, he's out of business. He's all fudged out. And there's nothing left." And sure shooting, the hobby shop in the corner up there don't stock nothing for us guys like us. All they do is they more or less participate and more take interest in sales of those racing cars and those RC foam jobs they fly all the time. No element in a hobby, you know. So I'm glad he's in business, though. I really am pleased. Okay. Oh, yeah. I've been working on this, too. This I need to show you. I'm working on my Stetson Alliant. This is the wing. I'm going to start cutting out those lightning holes. You see how I put it out there. I marked them out. I'm going to make some knocked off wings when I fly this thing. I can take the wings off. This is the old Sterling 1971, 72 Sterling SR7 Stetson Reliant Gold Wing. A gold wing. I'm going to build this pipe this year. It's like so. I'm going to have old tubing there, and wing spar, and tubing inside the spar of this wing. I can pull it off like that. And in case of something, if I got a tear in the wing, I can just pull off the wing and work on the wing separately. And also for storage too. So I've been doing that too. I've been working on a lot of stuff, guys, keeping going. And I seem to enjoy it very much. And this is a beautiful airplane. Look at that. Sterling's out of business. They don't make these no more. They've been out of business now for almost 40 years. I guess I heard there was a fire started out there and just actually destroyed everything they had. Everything. And they too can be found very, very easily and very quickly on eBay. So if you're interested in Sterling balsa wood kit, just take your Google search engine, Sterling model kits on eBay, and bingo, it'll take you right there. Your selection to choose from, what's yours. That's about it. I can't thank any more, guys. I think that's it for the night. So stay posted for the final reveal for the Emily. I think I'm going to get that done tonight, too. I think I can get that thing quicker before I hop on that hop on the Maryland. So I got a lot of stuff here going on. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing up for Frankie Day Models. Make Mama happy, take care of little ones, and please, 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 please be safe. All this virus jazz ain't over with yet. Just getting started all over again. And you want to get vaccinated, the selection is yours, Nate. I don't want to get vaccinated. I got enough shots of me to kill anything that gets in my system. I'm very lucky. I got shots like that when I was a kid, and got shots like that when I was in the military, and got shots like that when I got out of the military. So I'm pretty well vaccinated up and healthy, and I'm very blessed God for that. Okay. I got to take care of the little ones, make Mama happy, and spend wisely, and please stay focused when you drive and to your surroundings when you're around you. This world's getting wild, wacky Kool-Aid style. And so like I say, just please be safe and watch your step. And let's put a little prayer. We'll get everything straightened out and get this world back in the right shape. And that's my biggest prayer and gift for anybody. Just prayer and pray that we get this stuff squared away. We'll have a beautiful world. And there's always hope, and prayer always helps because it works. Okay, I'm out here, guys. God bless you guys. Thank you very much for your wonderful comments and your candor. And thank you for your views and your comments. I'm very honored each one of you. And like Stu says, get kick crazy by yourself. It was getting nice outside. Time for barbecue. Hell, I barbecued last night. And no, last night before. But I had a wonderful time. As a matter of fact, no, it's too late to barbecue tonight. So I'll do it tomorrow. Anyway, it's nice outside. Take the family out, enjoy yourself. Get yourself a kit, work on it too. That'll take your mind off a lot of things. All right, I'm out of here, fellas. Just enough rambling right now going on. And just thank you very much for watching the video. And all these new kits I showed you right there, I'll be building them pretty shortly. They're all yelling at me, and I can only do so much. If I was an octopus, I could build them all. But right now, they're here, there. All I got to do is grab and build. Happy boy. Okay, Frankie Day signing up Frankie Day model. Stay posted for the final reveal of the Emily Flying Boat. I have that coming your way, a lot more. Bye, fellas. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care, fellas. God love you all.